One of these inexpensive wines just showing okay, to be honest. Oh, I don't like that. I'm Matthew Horkey. For the last 7 years, I've traveled around the world tasting thousands of wines annually in search of the most unique, exciting, and expensive bottles on the planet. For years, California Red Blends was one of the fastest growing segments on the market, with wines like Snoop Dogg Cali Red, Apothic Red, Menage a Trois. Say what you want about those wines. I think the concept of the red blend is fantastic. Blending of wine goes back a long way. I love that in Portugal, still the highest quality wines, the most prestigious wines are generally blends. A long time ago, field blends, that's how you made wine. You had a bunch of grapes planted with each other. What do? You pick them all at the same time, you blend them, you ferment them. That's what you get. In California, I think it's a fantastic idea where you have a lot of varieties from old vines that aren't as sexy, aren't as easy to sell if they're varietal wines. Grapes like Petit Syrah, Carignan, Mourvedre, Zinfandel. It also works to the benefit of big producers too, because in California, in some high-yielding years, there's a plethora of grapes, and sometimes companies can scoop up these extra grapes for next to nothing and therefore make wine. In California, a Bordeaux blend is called a Meritage blend, but the term California Red Blend is not an official legalized term. You can throw a bunch of stuff in there. Some of California's greatest wines like Opus 1 or things like Ridge, Geyserville, Lytton Springs, those are blended wines. Cheaper wines that are labeled California Red Blend have their stereotype of being jam juice, having lots of residual sugar. I'm gonna put that to the test. I have two red wines that wine lovers love to hate. I have the Apothic Red 2021, the Menage a Trois 2020. These are inexpensive $8 wines you can find in supermarkets, made for more casual wine drinkers. Usually have residual sugar known as jam juice or maybe Coca-Cola wines because they're manufactured to taste the same every single year. I'm gonna blind taste these against two higher quality California Red Blends. Let's see if it's jam juice or fine wine. You ready? Let's get it. And we're back. I don't want to mess up. I need real precise glasses, so I'm tasting with my Gabriel Glas Standart editions. I love these glasses. They're maybe my favorite wine glasses in the world. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check them out. If you purchase with that link, it helps the channel, so thank you. A lot of people poo-poo on Apothic Red and Menage a Trois, but I'm putting my butt on the line for you. I've messed up in a lot of blind tasting videos lately that you'll see coming out, so hopefully I don't mess up here. Then I won't have any street cred. To hardcore wine people, wine's supposed to be an expression of the vintage. Menage a Trois and Apothic Red are designed to be the same quality every single year, dependable quality. Let's give this a go. The other two reds I have here are from smaller producers, so I think they should taste less chemically, but you never know. Maybe the Apothic and the Menage a Trois show really well. Let's start with wine one. Wine one, off the bat, I do not think this is one of the Coca-Cola wines. It's got more of a gentle nose, strawberry, pepper, mineral type notes. It smells really good at first. This definitely is not one of the generic red blends. This is more dry. There's not a lot of residual sugar here. It's more lean. It's not a big jam bomb like I thought was expecting some of these wines to be. This is super delicate. This to me acts kind of like a New World Rhone blend type of wine. It's super enjoyable, whatever number one is. Two also smells pretty good. Black strawberry, black jam type flavors. Doesn't smell super jammy. It doesn't have a lot of wood notes, which I like. Tobacco, black licorice, also an attractive nose. The first two were really good. I mean, if this was like Apothic or Menage a Trois, then I'm just gonna have to quit my career. Two is so unique because one is more red fruit driven, so it's already gonna pull me in a little bit. Two is more dark fruit driven, but I like it. It's not too big at all. Nice sandy tannins. Two is excellent. Okay, let's move on to 3 and 4 here. Somebody mix these up for me. I would be shocked if the first two are Apothic or Menage a Trois. No, okay. Number 3 is one of the cheap wines because I just smell that cheap vanilla flavor. It's almost like you're putting vanilla extract into the wine, like a candied fruit. I have to say, besides the vanilla, it does not smell that bad. It's more black fruit, plum. These two have more mineral notes to them. It doesn't smell that bad, to be honest. 3 was so confusing because the mid palate, it's pretty tannic actually. It's pretty structured. On the back end, it's just fruit and wood. The wood takes over. I have to say, blind, that number 3 is, you know, I think it's pretty decent wine. Let's move on to number 4 here. Oh, 4 is Whatever 4 is not good at all to me. Candied fruit, like chemically. It just smells like cheap wine. A little bit of vanilla, chemicals, like kind of cheap candy. It's like sticky caramel vanilla. I do not like that wine at all. I don't like that. Let me check 3 and 2 here just so I don't make a mistake here. One of these inexpensive wines is showing okay, to be honest. Okay, let's get ready for the reveal. I have to say, one of these wines was absolutely terrible. 3 of these wines were good to very good. I even have one that I think is maybe one of the cheaper wines scored pretty well. Let's start out with number 4 here. Sticky caramel chemically vanilla. To me, I would not want to drink this at all. On the 100-point scale, if the wine is not faulty, 80 points is like the lowest that you can give. Beyond that, the wine's faulty. I'm going to actually say for wine 4, 79 points. That's how much I didn't like it. Let's hope it's not something awesome. Let's take a look here. This is the Apothic Red, the Winemaker's Blend 2021. This is a blend of Zinfandel, Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot. $8. Do not recommend that at all. I don't like that at all. Number 3, I think, was one of the cheaper wines, but I have to say, blind, it showed pretty good. It had some of that kind of cheaper vanilla flavor that I didn't like. It was woody, had dark fruit flavors. It had a decent amount of structure, to be honest. It was pretty brown. It had some grip. At the very end, it was just wood and not fruit, so that's what dragged me down. But honestly, blind, I gave this 89 points. Maybe if it's the nicer wine, or maybe it is the Menage. I mean, I'm really nervous here. Let's take a look at it here. Let's take a look here. This is the Menage. I thought I was gonna get these wrong. This is the Menage a Trois Red Blend from California. This is Zinfandel, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon. $8.99. Honestly, it's like 89 points. It was okay wine. A little bit bigger than I would like, but okay. I was really nervous that I was gonna get that mixed up. Okay, kudos to this wine. It's pretty decent. Number 1, strawberry jam pepper. It acted like a nice Rhone blended wine. More red fruit flavors, more than I like. This was the most medium bodied all of it. This was not jammy at all. This was a beautiful wine. 91 points. I thought it was very nice. Let's take a look. Wow. This is the Markus, the Church Ancient Blocks Red Wine Field Blend from Lodi. This is $41. Lodi is not a well-renowned region in California. It's in the Central Valley, where actually a lot of wine for bulk grapes is made. I thought this was very good. 14.6 alcohol. This felt delicate. Strawberry jam pepper, Petite Syrah, Syrah, Alicante Bouschet, Carignan, and Zinfandel. To me, this is fascinating. Grapes like Petite Syrah, Alicante Bouschet, Zinfandel can get pretty big. This felt more red fruit flavor. This is not the highest scored wine. I gave wine 2 a higher score, but this is more of the wine that I want to drink. More delicate, more red fruit flavored, and for a wine from Lodi, I am ridiculously impressed. I thought this was outstanding. 91 points. Kudos to that. Number 2, black fruits, licorice, black pepper, 92 points. It was structured. It was the biggest. I'm surprised. This is the Mick Price Myers High on the Hog 2020 from Paso Robles. This is Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, Petite Syrah, and Viognier. This comes in at $20. More dark fruit flavors for the big and bold. Not jammy, but bigger. This was not jammy at all. The Markus was delicate. Apothic Red, terrible. Menage a Trois, decent. I'm actually kind of mad that this wine showed so well. So tell me, what do you think about California red blends? Do you think they're crappy jam juice, or do you think there can be fine wines? Drop it in the comments below. That was hard, but I'll see you soon.